Yo everyone, this is Original Shumi, and what you just saw was my concept for interchangeable elemental spells in Minecraft. So, let's get started. The first part of redstone here is detecting the spells. So, you'll notice I have a bunch of AND gates in a row like this. This is detecting two things per each AND gate. One is detecting for if there's a certain item in your second slot, which is one of these. The zombie egg is just for demonstration later on. And the second one is testing for any stick on the ground with the custom name of magic staff. And if those are both successful, it gives the stick the score of fire 1. Fire is just a dummy objective, as well as all of these other elemental objectives here. This is ice, and this one is, let's see, this one's air, and so on and so forth for all of them. This one is thunder, poison, and light. Alright, so it's detecting, and it's going to detect, it's going to set a scoreboard objective, or a point. It's going to add a point to this magic staff here, depending on which item is in your second slot. For right now I have Eternal Flame, so you can see that this is what it's detecting right now, so that's why this torch is off. Okay, I hope that made sense. Let's move on to the next part. Spell positioners. This is pretty simple. You see there's not much to it. This is testing if there's any entity with a score of at least 1 of any kind of element. And if it tests that, then it's going to spawn an invisible squid to the item that has that fire score, whatever element score that you wanted to detect. So it summons a squid at the item. Custom name, you can name it whatever you want, but just for simplicity, I gave them a name after the element that they're going to be intertwined with. And it's invisible, so you don't see it at all. Well, you kind of see it sometimes a little bit, but that's just the nature of the game. And that's all these are too, just for different elements scores. So that's this part. I probably could have done all this in one long field clock, but I didn't. I tried to separate it into different parts, so it might be a little easier to understand. Alright, the next part is cast spell. And what this is doing is it's testing for the squid named Fire, or whatever it's named. And it's killing the stick that we dropped on the floor with the score of whatever element that you have in your second slot. And then it's giving you that stick back. You can set up a system to where you use that magic so it has like a cooldown to it. But yeah, that's optional. That's up to you. And that's just for all these elements: air, poison. On the other side is water, thunder, and light. So yeah, that's that. The last one is spell effects. This is what the spell actually does once the detector has been placed where you want to place the spell at. So yeah, this is just a fill clock right here. So it's testing for the squid named Fire or whatever element, and once it detects that, it executes at E a type equal squid with the name of Fire. 8 blocks above the squid, it's going to summon a fireball. This is for the fire spell. Yeah, this is relative. Explosion power of 1 because you don't want to make it too overpowered. I guess you could make it more overpowered by adding to this, but remember, keep in mind that if you add more to this, the radius of the fire is going to be bigger. So just keep that in mind if you're going to increase that number. And the direction is going -1 down, so that's like down on the y-axis pretty much. So you notice when I do it. Oop, kind of laggy. Why is it so laggy? Oh, anyways, it's bringing the fireballs down. So that's how that one works. Okay, for the ice one. Testing for the squid named Ice. Then it's going to play the particle Snow Shovel at the squid. Again, if you want to look more in depth of how this particle thing works, I suggest looking it up on YouTube because I'm not very good at explaining it. It's going to play that particle at the squid named Ice. Alright. Then it's going to also at the squid named Ice give everyone with an effect who is not a player in the radius of 3 blocks, slowness of 255 with no particle effects. So it's just going to completely freeze that player or that mob in place. And then it's going to teleport the squid down. That's just so you don't see him dying, you don't see any smoke particles or whatever. So yeah, that's how that ice one works. Alright, now for the air. Actually, let me demonstrate the ice real quick. Just because it's fun. Alright. Let's skew. Game mode 0. Come on. Yeah, see, it freezes them in place for about 5 seconds. And let's do this. Now for the... Okay, now let's kill at E. Alright. He's nothing to worry about now. Alright, for the air. Is this air? Yeah, no, this is thunder. For air. Alright. It's at the squid named air, it's playing a particle, the cloud particle. Again, look this up. It's just, you gotta tinker with it to see. The best way I can explain it is that this is how far it's spread across in the x-axis, this is how far it's spread across in the y-axis, and this is how far across it's spread in the z-axis. I'm not sure what the 0 is, so I just left it like that. And this is how many times that particle is playing. So you'll notice when I demonstrate this, it's going to play quite a few particles at the squid named air. And then at the squid named air, it's going to teleport all non-player mobs or entities within a radius of 3 blocks up 25. So I didn't really give you a good view of this in the demonstration, so I'll demonstrate it again. Let me put the soft feather in the second slot and send them flying. Boom. This is one of my favorite ones because it's just so funny. It's comedic. Alright, and then kill at E, squid named there. Some of them I redid and teleported them down 300 blocks, and some of them I just left to kill them. Because there's a bunch of cloud effects, so it's not really gonna stand out that much. So that's why I left it like that. Alright, for thunder. This has to be my favorite element. If I play any kind of video game, like any kind of RPG, I'm always the guy who chooses thunder and lightning. So yeah, thunder. It's playing particles at squid named Thunder, the crit particles. Again, all these. At the squid, like I said. So that's this. Oh, let me actually finish what this does. Yeah, thunder. Alright. So then it gives everyone a night vision effect for 1 second to give a nice flash effect, so it looks like the thunder struck and then the sky just kind of lights up. It's really cool. And then it plays the weather thunder sound at everyone. And then this is just leading to these other 2 command blocks. Plays sound explode. And then it just what does this do? Execute. It kills all the non-player entities within a radius of 3 from the squid. So I'll demonstrate that right now. And then so awesome. Hopefully one day we'll get to play around with the summon lightning. As of right now, we can't do that, so that's a bummer. But that's still pretty cool. Anyway, onto the poison. Alright, testing for poison squid, or squid named poison. And it's going to play the particle magic crit with the specific coordinates, I guess I'll say. Alright, plays those at the squid named poison. And then gives every mob that isn't in the player within a 3-block radius of the squid. Or actually, this is Wither. I was going to use poison, but Wither actually does kill them, so that's convenient. For 5 seconds with the really high multiplier. And then, like everything else, it just teleports the squid down 300 blocks. So yeah, this is a 2-hit kill. And the fireball, I think, is the weakest one. It takes a lot of hits to kill with that. So I'll demonstrate this poison. So yep, that's how that works. Alright, the last one. The only one that I didn't show in the actual demonstration because I didn't really need to. Testing for a squid named Light. And once it does, it plays the particle instant spell at the player, not the squid, but the player, the nearest player. And it gives the player. I should have. Let me change this to P. It gives the health effect of multiplier of 10 to the nearest player. It plays the sound level up just for a nice effect, and then it teleports the squid down 300 blocks. So let me attempt to demonstrate this. Oops. Did I not? Oh. I can spell very well. Game mode. There we go. Alright. Let me spawn a zombie and take some damage. Let me take some of his armor off, actually. Okay. Cast, oh god. Cast a spell, and then you're back to full health. So I'll demonstrate that again in case you didn't see it. Okay. Cast a spell. Back to full health. Alright. So that's all the spells right there. I'm gonna just get rid of the zombie with my favorite spell. Die. I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. I don't take credit for some of these concepts, like the stick being thrown and the magic being cast. I actually found that from a guy named CitrioN. I'll be sure to post his video and his channel in my description. And yeah, I pretty much came up with the rest of the elemental spells. The fire one is pretty much borrowing from him. I hope he doesn't mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's for the whole elemental spell thing. I did this just so you can change what kind of spell you want. I think it's really cool. So yeah. That's it for this episode. This is Original Shroomy, signing out, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone.